Hey everybody, Michael Snyder, California Weather Watch. Today is June 5th, and right now we are looking at the mid-level water vapor loop, and I'm going to pause it right there and kind of toggle back and forth. You can see the thunderstorm activity there yesterday across the Sierra Nevada and across portions of Nevada and the deserts of California again. Not quite as much as what we got, and especially not across the Southern California higher terrain the previous day there, but still some pretty good lightning activity, and that was moving on into the east and still across portions of Nevada, Utah, Arizona border there here as we speak right now. These are active thunderstorms as we speak. And this low off the coastline here, these are at this time of year, these are generally, the bark is much worse than its bite. Looks like something much more than it actually is here on the mid-level water vapor loop, just kind of caught up in the northwesterly flow there on the backside of this ridge out over the Pacific Ocean. So taking a look here at what is going on with that ridge out over the Pacific Ocean, you can see that clockwise rotation, the anticyclonic flow, and of course there's California, Hawaiian Islands are at the bottom left of this. Now if we put that into motion, you can see how this ridge is going to start to make its way towards the Pacific Northwest, and it really gets established. It's going to warm things up here a bit, or at least keep things quite warm for much of the region, as you can see as we go through the 144-hour time period as the Gulf of Alaska trough starts to get cranking here a little bit, but you can still see above average conditions there at 5,000 feet, or above average temperatures is what I should have said. And then we see the lightning flash density over the last 24 hours. Again, you saw that on the mid-level water vapor loop that I initially played with this video, and yeah, so we had some pretty good lightning activity, and this is going to be a recurring theme, especially across the higher terrain of the Sierra Nevada. You can see northern Arizona and portions of southern Utah. A lot of lightning there yesterday. I was way out here in New Mexico chasing all this activity. Had a pretty good lightning show last night. Now, looking at the European model here, let me make sure this is up to date so we can take a look at this. And I just want to kind of drive home the point there as we go through this afternoon. Again, places just outside of Las Vegas, maybe pretty close to Las Vegas there, northern Arizona, southern Utah, and of course across the Sierra Nevada. Also kicks off a few showers across the higher terrain of the Transverse Peninsula Range, kind of where they meet there across Southern California. Put that into motion, and you can kind of see that as we go through Friday. Again, we pop off some of those storms across the Sierra Nevada and portions of Nevada yet again. Let's see what it does for Saturday. You guessed it, rinse and repeat. More thunderstorm activity there for the Sierra Nevada. We go on in through Sunday as well, and you can see it starts to bring some of that thunderstorm activity across maybe some of the Siskiyous, Cascades up there, Klamath Range also. Now, taking a look at composite reflectivity over the next 48 hours, and just kind of looking at what the Doppler radar may look like, and you can see some of this very close to Las Vegas, some of the desert areas, maybe a stray thunderstorm there. As you can see, I'm circling down here across Southeast California and across some of the Sierra Nevada. Now, I'll put this into motion, and you can see what's coming for Friday as well as we pop off some of those thunderstorms across the higher terrain of the Sierra Nevada and again portions of Nevada. Lightning flash density, kind of the same thing here, just kind of showing you that these thunderstorms today do have lightning potential. Again, watch out east slopes of the Sierra Nevada, some of the desert areas, and out across portions of Nevada. Daily 2-meter max temperature, national blended models. This is today, Thursday, July 5th. You scroll through here, you can see we're going to warm up a bit tomorrow. This is for Friday. You can see reading up towards 101. We go off in towards Saturday. Still things remaining quite warm there. Look at that, 104 degrees, northern Sacramento Valley. And fairly warm across some of Southern California, especially when you get away from the coastline and some of the desert areas. Quite warm. Death Valley probably up over 115 degrees. If you want to beat the heat, get out there north of the Bay Area, especially right along the coastline. But you can see you can switch that up by about 40 degrees along the northwest California coastline versus the northern Sacramento Valley. But yeah, this is what I was doing out here yesterday, last night at the hotel. It was raining. There was most of the lightning was in the cloud above us here, so it wasn't really much of a cloud or ground lightning threat there. So we were having some fun out there. But yeah, otherwise I'll be chasing the next few days as well. Hopefully you guys are liking the channel. Let me know what you think of my briefings here on the road. Setup seems to be working okay. I'm trying to keep the briefings a little bit shorter here when I'm out on the road here using the tablet and whatnot. But anyway, hope you guys are having a good day, and I will talk to you guys again tomorrow.